Hi again, everybody, and welcome back to Enjoy English School. I'm Bruce.
Hello, I'm Bernice.
We have, of course, something about dancing in our leisure section because leisure is, I don't have anything to do, I can do what I want, and that's when a lot of people go dancing.
Yeah, because you have free time, you can go dancing. Yeah, go dancing, go singing. These are very good for people when they have free time.
Let's get swinging and energetic and rhythmic dance with a partner.
Energetic means full of energy, like me.
I'm sure if you go on the internet and you put in, well, we'll tell you later, if you put in some information, you'll be able to see some of these people dance.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's quite a fast-paced dance.
Fast-paced, it's almost athletic.
Yeah.
You have to be in good shape, so...
I think Bruce must be a very good dancer.
Yes, I can watch people dancing very well.
Okay.
Anyway, it's a 2-day program on dancing and the history of a particular type of dancing called swinging, and we'll get to that in a moment.
All right.
Let's get swinging. Swing dancing is about a century old. It started through dancing to jazz music during the 1920s in the United States. Soon, the dancing evolved to fit the music, and the swing style of jazz became popular. People who wanted to dance quickly to this type of music started to create new dances that were fast and exciting. Swing dancing soon came in many styles, including the Lindy Hop, Charleston, and Balboa. The Lindy Hop, also known as the Jitterbug, remains the most famous of the swing dances today. People who like to swing dance are also called jitterbugs because of their fast, bouncy movements. The Lindy Hop started in Harlem, New York, and people say this is the original swing dance style. Dancers kick their legs high into the air and move their arms as they dance with their partner. For the Charleston, dancers step back and forth and spin around. Charleston kicks are lower than Lindy Hop kicks. The Balboa started in California. It is a more controlled style with smaller movements than the other two styles. Back in the day, California dance halls were overcrowded, so dancers couldn't do many kicks or spins. The Balboa was Jitterbug's answer to jam-packed dance floors.
Okay, let's begin. Swing dancing is about a century old. So we tell you right at the beginning what the topic is going to be. Swing dancing. I'm sure you have seen words to describe many different kinds of dancing, ballet and square dancing and hip-hop, all kinds of dances, and around the world. Yeah. I think every culture has some kind of dancing, and maybe more than one kind. But swing dancing is what we will focus on today and tomorrow. And the first thing to realize about it is it's almost a century old.
Yeah, so it's kind of too old. I think.
Her opinion.
All right.
I thought she was talking about me.
No, not you. You're very young.
It started through dancing to jazz music during the 1920s in the United States.
Okay.
So this is swing dancing, began about 100 years ago.
A lot of dance starts from the United States, right? Like
modern dances.
Hip-hop, modern dances.
Yep.
Yeah.
But not ballet.
No, not ballet.
Square dancing, yes. Well, there are there are too many kinds of dance to review on a program that's, just half an hour long or so. Anyway, in America, jazz music. Jazz was an American style of music. Also about the same time, 1920s, it started. And people began to dance to jazz. Some jazz is very slow, and so you You might want to foxtrot to it, holding your partner. A lot of dances are, especially modern dances, are very individual. You might have two people dancing together, but one dances and does something and the other one is doing something else. So the styles of everything, styles of clothing, styles of food, styles of dance change over time.
Yeah, and to, this preposition is important because some students, they will say dance with the music. No, you can dance with someone, but you cannot dance with music. So dance to jazz music.
Very good. And so we know it started in the U.S. in about the 1920s. Soon, that would mean soon after the 1920s. So we're talking about mid or late 1920s, 1930s. The dancing evolved to fit the music. People were already dancing in certain styles, but jazz was very, very popular, especially for night parties and in restaurants, in bars, and it was considered not a high class like ballet, going to the opera, that sort of thing, but it was local and it was fun, it was loud, and to be a good dancer, you had to be in good shape. You almost had to be an athlete.
Yeah, that's true.
So the dancing of swing dancing and jazz, they matched each other very well in energy. And the swing style of jazz became popular. When people saw this, they said, wow, I would like to dance like that. Well, it wasn't easy, but it was worth trying.
That's true. That's why people like to do exercise, because dancing is also one good type of exercise.
Yeah, it can be. Ballet, you have to be in perfect condition to do those kinds of moves. Now, the fox trot is actually very slow and very easy to do. Many styles of dance. Well, people who wanted to dance quickly to this type of music started to create new dances that were fast and exciting. Sometimes there will be one new dance from the 1950s when I was growing up. Jitterbug was one of these swing-style dances. And after that, wow, there were almost every month there would be a new dance style. Not that different from the first one, but fun.
Yeah, because people want to have fun and they can dance with their family, their friends, or for old people, not just old people, young people, they like fast and exciting dance.
Okay, so let's take a short break and then we'll continue.
Okay.
Welcome back. Now let's keep talking about U.S. dance. Swing dancing soon came in many styles, including the Lindy Hop, Charleston, and Balboa. Like I said, from Jitterbug, there were lots and lots of Do the Monkey, and I can't even remember all those styles. It seemed every month or two, there's a new dance style. Let's try it out. So the same thing was happening in an earlier generation. And swing dancing evolved or developed. It changed into dances like Lindy Hop, Charleston, and Balboa. Charleston is the name of a city in South Carolina. And I suspect, I don't know its the dance history, but it could very well have come from Charleston, which at the time was a larger than average city.
So we're going to introduce the three types of swing dancing.
The Lindy Hop, that's the first one on the list, also known as the Jitterbug. I think I mentioned that already. Jitter is to shake. Maybe you're afraid, maybe you're cold, and so you know how, and that's like to this. Jitter. A bug, I have no idea, is an insect. Kunsong. I don't know why it's there, but it remains the most famous of the swing dances today.
Okay.
Because as late as the 1950s, when Elvis Presley was a new singer and he had some fast songs, the kids would jitterbug to his music, to his singing. But over time, that jitterbug evolved into other kinds of dances.
Okay, so right here we can use be known as, or we can use be famous as.
It remains the most famous of those swing dances today. Everybody's heard of jitterbug. People who like to swing dance are also called jitterbugs because of their fast, bouncy movements.
Oh, like insect. Jump,
yeah, and bouncy is boing, 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 like a ball that is falling again and again and again. Okay, anything you'd like to add here?
Oh, yeah, fast bouncing movements, because when you do swing dancing, most of the people, they have to jump from here to another place, so that's why they call them jitterbugs.
Right. Okay, let's take a short break before we come back and continue to talk about kinds of jitterbug.
All right.
Okay, now let's look at our final paragraph for today.
Yeah.
Remember, this is a 2-day lesson. We need 2 days to talk about swing dancing and a little bit of American cultural history. The Lindy Hop started in Harlem, New York, and people say this is the original swing dance style. Now, Harlem is more or less the black people's district in Manhattan. Manhattan is an island, and it is the sort of the central part, if you like, the downtown part of New York
Shopping
City.
Place.
Oh, it's shopping, education, economics, business. It's amazing. And also for entertainment.
Yeah.
And Harlem is about, if you know Manhattan, 125th Street is considered the center of Harlem. That's north of the great park.
So that would be
Central
upper
Park.
town.
Uptown, it goes uptown.
Yeah, right.
Manhattan has over 200 streets from east to west, but only about 12 avenues going from north to south. Interesting place. Anyway, when things happen in Harlem, it's usually the black community which starts. Is it a dance? Is it what do they call that? The kids draw on walls and paint on walls and.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, different. Not necessarily in Harlem. There are other places like the Village, which is in the south part of Manhattan. A lot of young people's cultural ideas start in Manhattan because it's a very crowded and intense place with people from all over the world. Anyway, in Harlem, New York, people say this is the original swing dance style. These dances can be learned very quickly. So if someone lives in New York but visits someone in Charleston, down in South Carolina, they may share with them, hey, we got a new dance. And it doesn't take long.
Maybe in just a few hours.
Right. And it's like spreading a cold or something. Very quickly, people will pick it up and they'll like it or they won't. If they like it, they'll take the time to learn it.
Yeah, so the original is the first one, is the beginning, is the earliest.
That's right. Dancers now we're talking about the Lindy Hop, which was one of the first styles of the swing dance. Dancers kick their legs high into the air.
Oh my gosh.
And move their arms as they dance with their partner. So you can feel this is very active.
Challenging.
And it's not for people in their 50s who want to dance together and remember the old days. This is definitely for the young and the young at heart.
Yeah, because you have to kick your legs high into the air.
Yeah, it's very athletic. It's almost like exercise for sports. Now, for the Charleston, we talked about the Lindy Hop. For the Charleston, dancers step back and forth and spin around. Spin means to turn very quickly.
Turn around very quickly.
Charleston kicks are lower than Lindy Hop kicks. I don't know if I needed to know that, but if you see people on the internet, if you, what do you say, input?
Yeah, right.
If you input Lindy Hop, they will absolutely have some videos for you to watch people doing the dance.
So I think Charleston maybe is easier to learn because you don't have to kick your legs so high.
And I think the Charleston started, was maybe the first, well, no, they say Lindy Hop was the first one.
Yeah, Lindy Hop is the first
one. But I'd
one.
never heard that before I read this article. But the Charleston is quite famous. It's fun to watch. Okay.
Number 3.
The Balboa started in California. Balboa is, I think it's a town, the name of a town.
And there's also a park called the Balboa Park in California,
in
right?
LA?
Yeah. Oh, in San Diego.
In San Diego.
Because I study there.
Even
big
further
park.
south. Okay, so you can see it's moving from Harlem in New York City, maybe to Charleston, South Carolina, now to California, all the way out in California. So these dances can create new dances.
Yeah.
It is a more controlled style with smaller movements than the other two styles. So it takes the most energy is from the Lindy Hop. Also very energetic is the Charleston. But the Balboa is more relaxed, but is still considered a kind of swing dancing.
Yeah, so control the style, which means people, they don't have to move their arms or kick so quickly.
Okay, back in the day, we use this expression when we want to talk about the old days, the way it used to be, but it's not that way anymore. California dance halls were overcrowded. I've been to quite a few dance halls here in Taipei.
Really?
Yeah, I love to dance. And I think dance is, it's not an exercise to me, it's an art. And I've always appreciated it, and I like the idea that there were still dance halls here in Taipei.
So are they crowded?
When I was there, yes, they were crowded. I wouldn't say overcrowded, though. Overcrowded means, there are too many people here.
Many.
I can't even see the people who are dancing if it's overcrowded. So, if there are that many people, dancers couldn't do many kicks or spins that we talked about earlier. You need space or room to do that.
That's true. So that's why swing dancing is also one of the social dance and also the ballroom dance. So you need a lot of space.
Yeah, well, ballroom dancing is very different from swing dancing. It's slower, more elegant, I think. Although the foxtrot can be done beautifully. The waltz is ballroom dancing, and so are many Latin dances.
Yeah, right.
Rumba.
Yeah, right.
And some others. But let's finish up here now. The Balboa was Jitterbug's answer to jam-packed dance floors. Jam-packed, again, overcrowded.
Yeah, the same.
You've been to concerts where people are right next to, there's a seat, but no one's sitting down.
Yeah, full of people.
Just more over full. No, we don't say that, but we say overcrowded. And so people cannot do very energetic dances if they don't have enough room.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's the Balboa allowed people to have a little more space. So maybe older people could also do the Balboa.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm not sure older people could be doing the Lindy Hop.
That's kind of difficult for them.
Okay, let's stop here. This is the end of our programming for these 2 days talking about swing dancing. We'll be back in just a moment to review today's important vocabulary.
Okay.
Right, our first vocabulary item for today is swing. Now, swing can be a verb. It can also, when you're talking about dancing, be a noun. Can you do the swing?
So swing, also in our article, swing dancing is about a century old. This is an example sentence.
Number 2, energetic. We use this word. You probably know energy, which is power or movement. The adjective is, be careful, energetic.
So, for example, I can say, Bernice is such an energetic teacher because she never feels tired. I never feel tired.
I feel embarrassed. I wish I had her energy. I'm not that energetic.
It's okay, because I'm younger.
Number 3, dance to. Good point that she made earlier. You dance with a person, but you dance to the music.
Yeah, so at the party, everyone danced to the music wildly.
Ooh, at her parties. Number 4, evolve. We've used this word many times on the program. It is to continue to develop into a different or new style or form.
So, for example, we can say technology is evolving so fast.
Absolutely. Number 5, to come in. We talk about certain things. If you want to buy a new shirt, I like this shirt. Does it come in red?
Our shirts come in 3 different colors.
To be available so that you can buy something, it has to come in a certain size or color and so on. Number 6, back and forth. In dancing, you have to know this because you go forward and then you go backward.
Yeah, that's
this
true.
is back and forth. Fourth in this case means front.
Yeah, dance back and forth.
Number 7, controlled. That means you're not wild and out of control.
For example, we can say the test was done under controlled conditions, which means the teacher is there watching you when you are doing your test.
Okay, that's fine. Under controlled conditions.
Yeah.
Under means to be beneath or to belong to. So if something is controlled, it's not wild and alive and doing what it wants to do. So tests is a good example of a controlled environment. And finally, jam-packed. We already mentioned this. This is overcrowded.
Yeah,
too many people.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it for our first day. We will be back tomorrow and continue to talk about early styles of dancing in the United States. Until tomorrow, bye-bye.